So if you guys weren't doing this magical work, what would you guys be doing? Anything else? You're like, no.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm a junior in high school, so
Congrats.
I'm 17. Yes. So
You're
I
young.
feel that if I wasn't in this space and it didn't come about in the way that it did, I still strongly believe that I would have still found it in a way, whether it was like through yoga, because yoga, like I love the whole everything all about it, and the practice of it. And or whether through it be through going to sound baths or any other type of meditation. I do believe that I would find it. But probably just living and having like a normal, fun job. But I'm so grateful and lucky that we get to serve in this way and receive. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think for me, I've always been in uh, the spirit of helping community. And so I've always either worked for nonprofit, government, um, and, personal ventures, all with the focus of helping others. And so I feel like with this practice, and all of I guess you could say the offerings that we have, they're all with community mindset in mind. A lot of people say, because I have my own private practice where I can work one on one with clients, as I have worked with you, Liz, but my way is to teach first within a community setting, because not everybody has the means to be one on one. And so I definitely know that I would have still done something within community, but at my, I wanted to be a therapist, and I chose not to. Within 2 years time, this happened with Solana. And so it was, I know, God, the universe creator, saying, no, no, no,
No.
you still got to help others. So let me show you first the necessity within your own child, and then you will take it with others. And so I just think it's just a beautiful alignment with where I am
Yeah.
in my life. Yeah.
It's beautiful. I remember last time we spoke, you were telling me you were doing Kundalini yoga, right? And so
Yes.
it's interesting that your daughter is saying she would have done something in yoga also. Like you're such a good role model. And
Mm.
it's really cool to see, because this is your daughters are our new generation. So to have somebody so grounded because of you, seriously, thank you.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
going back to community, one of the things that really draw me towards you was the fact that I saw that you were offering your services in Spanish, which I feel like in the Spanish community, there just aren't enough resources when it comes to meditation, when it comes to sound baths, EFT, etc. So you're really serving, this like larger market. What drew you to, I mean, besides being Hispanic, speaking Spanish, what drew you to just really like build on that and try to build a bigger community, and offer your services in Spanish?
Yeah, for us, so all of these holistic modalities that help Solana heal, so to speak, in this short amount of time, they were all with her, or I would do something, I would mirror the healing that she was doing. But the one thing that we would do as a family was attend sound baths. And um, so it was my husband, myself, and when my oldest was in from college visiting, she would go with us as well. But for the most part, it was us as a family. And I knew that if I took my mom to these functions, she would not understand a word they said. And so I would have to be translating the whole time. And so it was at that moment where Solana said, Mommy, I want to do this for other teenagers. And I thought, I want to do this, but in Spanish. And, I do know now, after these 3.5 years of doing this, there are people that do it in Spanish. And so what we try to offer is really, if it needs to be all in Spanish, we do it. If it needs to be all in English, we do that too. But we really try to offer as much as we can within the community setting, the bilingual option, so that if mother and child are both there, we can speak to both at the same time. And so that is why we do what we do in that way.
Yeah.
And sometimes we miss the mark too. We'll market it as a bilingual offering, and then we see that everybody's just like nodding their head, like, yes, I'm ready, I'm ready. And then we forget to translate. So, it's something that, within our own excitement of just wanting everybody to experience, we forget sometimes. But for the most part, 99% of the time, everything is offered in a bilingual option. But because of that, yeah.
That's great. I feel like my mom and I, right, we practiced with you, and it totally has changed her perspective. She's way more open now to different alternatives. I mean, she's always been very holistic,
Yes.
but now she's very curious. And I'm like, yes, I'm winning. Like, Anna caused this. Because the second somebody starts to get curious, that's when I think
Yes.
there's like potential for progress. And
Mhm.
so, yeah, I never thought that, there'd be the possibility of her changing her ideologies. But through the just like the one time we met with you, and just like her being able to be like in tune with herself, she's curious, and I love that. So thank you, Anna, again.
Oh, okay.
There's that saying that when the student is ready, the teacher will come. And so that happened for us. And so I'm so grateful that that happened for you and her.
Yeah. Um, so I'm also very curious. Uh, you guys are human. How do you guys keep yourselves grounded? Do you use the same practices you teach others within yourselves? Like, how do you guys stay sane in such a chaotic world? What are some practices you recommend for that you do yourselves, etc.?
So I think for me, at least, as a busy teenager, the easiest thing that I found is listening to mantras and like mantra music in specific. She obviously introduced me, but we will be on the way to a sound bath and she'll play the music and we know all the words by now.
Oh, wow.
But it's a simple thing that we can give ourselves that frequency rather than listening to like low vibration music. And that kind of brings us into this, of course, we have our own beings, but this similar frequency. And then we're able to be like in that compassionate state and like be ready to be open and go live about our life, whatever it may be we're going to. But usually in the car, we're always listening to mantra music. Any of my friends that have come with us, or even our family, they're like, "What are you guys
What is
listening
that?
to?"
I love
But now
that.
they're just used to it. They know.
I
Um,
love
and
that.
and I think it's just something, yeah, that's simple that we can get done and fit it in our schedule and not have to be so rushed of like a practice every day.
Mhm.
What's
Yeah.
one that you,
Yeah.
sorry.
Oh, I was just going to add for me, it's mantra music, but it's also bringing in myself into a space of gratitude. Like I even if it's a hard time, like I put myself in this space of I'm so grateful for what's about to come from this. And so that allows me to then kind of just, okay, I'm gonna now be sad or now be frustrated, but I am so grateful before that. So that allows me to kind of move through it a little bit more, kind of like with an eagle's, eye view, like a bird's eye view, instead of just like fighting through it,
Yeah.